In this video, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 most fun cards to be using right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. I like to do these videos every couple weeks just to show you guys who are my top 10 most fun cards to use, and I want you guys to let me know before we go into Season 7, what are your guys' favorite cards to be running in the game? If you guys want to give me your top 10, your top 5, or just some of your favorite cards and most fun cards to use right now in the game, but these are going to be my top 10, not necessarily ranked in order of like who's the best card, because we have Invincible T-Mac at number 10, but just going to be like 10 cards, really not ranked from like 10 being the worst, you know, one to being the best, but just going to be my top 10 most fun cards to use in the game right now. So at the number 10 spot is going to be the Invincible T-Mac, just because he's so fun to use in game. I got a chance to use him for a decent amount of time on someone else's account. Shout out to Turbo for always letting me use his account, and using T-Mac is just so fun to use because of his jump shot, and so is his Dark Matter Radiant one. Basically pretty similar cards, but the nice thing about this one is jump shot is even faster, and the difference between quick and very quick I find to actually be a pretty big difference. Like the Invincible T-Max release is so fast, sometimes it's actually really hard to time because of how fast it is, especially in the corner when the release does get sped up, and he does have 55 Hall of Fame badges and perfect stats, so he's pretty much a perfect card in the game and all around super fun to use. I got him at the number 10 spot. At the number 9 spot, I wanted to put at least one center card, and that's going to be Galaxy Marc Gasol. I would say between all of these centers and power forwards in the game, I would say Marc Gasol is probably my favorite center or power forward card to use, just because of his ability to stretch the floor, you know, with a 98 3 ball, 97 mid-range, Hall of Fame Agent 3, catch and shoot, corner specialist, limitless range, has a great jump shot on him. I feel like he's really good in the catch and shoot, and then also does have pretty good dribble sigs where he can move a little bit if you need him to, but just as a pick and pop type of center, a guy that plays really good defense and can also slide over to the power forward position. I mean, I had to put at least one big, you know, in the top 10, and if I had to choose a big man to have fun with, I think Marc Gasol is probably my go-to choice. But at the number 8 spot, might seem a little bit surprising, but I absolutely love using this Galaxy Richard Jefferson card, a 6'7" shooting guard, 7-foot wingspan. I don't know what it is about him, but he's just so fun at going to the basket. Like, he gets some crazy good dunk packages. I think he's got an amazing jump shot. He might not be the best shooting guard in the world. Like, he's probably one of the weaker cards, you know, in this top 10, but just such a fun card to use in my opinion. But like I said, it always just really comes down to preference. You know, this isn't like everybody's top 10 fun cards in the game. These are just going to be my top 10. That's why I want you guys to let me know your guys' top 10 or just your most fun cards to use in the game, because this is just for my personal preference. I don't think many people would have even close to the same top 10. Just for whatever reason, I do like using Richard Jefferson. At the number 7 spot though is going to be the Dark Matter playoff Steph Curry, and the reason at number 7 and number 6 is because it's LeBron and Curry, just two amazing fun players to watch in real life, and using Curry cards in game for whatever reason is just so fun to use, even though he's not like the best point guard in the world right now, you know, in the game. Like, he's not just, you know, some overpowered glitchy card, like he's not a top tier point guard, but he's just so fun to use in game. Shooting threes with Steph Curry, I don't think will ever be matched by any other NBA player. Like, no matter how good they are in game, it's just so fun to use Steph Curry, you know, coming around screen, shooting, just shooting, pulling from half court, you know, in people's faces, using his Curry escape, his SIGs. It's just super fun to use. And then at the number 6 spot, my favorite player of all time, the Dark Matter LeBron. Like, he's my favorite player, so if you have your favorite player, like if your favorite player is Giannis, he'll probably be in your top 10. If your favorite player is Curry, he'll definitely be in your top 10. If your favorite player is MJ, his card will be in your top 10. You know, you got to have at least your favorite player that has a top tier card will most likely be in your top 10. And for me, that's Dark Matter LeBron. I've just always liked using his cards in my team. Whenever I play like Play Now or play like Blacktop with my friends, I'm always using LeBron or like the Lakers or the all-time Cavs, the all-time Heat, just because I think it's really fun to use LeBron James, whether it's in my team or whether it's even in different game modes as well. So I do think Dark Matter LeBron comes in at the number 6 spot. At the number 5 spot though is actually going to be this Dark Matter Shea. I think he's a super fun point guard to use, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. I really enjoyed using his diamond card from the Tis the Season. I'm sure a lot of you guys did use this card because at the time he was like the best budget point guard in the game for a while. I didn't really use his Galaxy Opal too much because there wasn't much difference between the diamond and the Galaxy Opal, and this Galaxy Opal card really wasn't that good. But this Dark Matter Shea is up there with some of the better point guards in the game, He's got decent size. He's got an amazing jump shot with the Shea base and the Shea upper on very quick timing. He's got really smooth dribble sigs with the Kyle Lowry size up. He's got the tray escape, quick drops off one, front clutches. He's got that D-Mitch fade, which I really do like. So all around, I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be a super fun point guard to use, and he's Canadian. I'm Canadian. Got to be in my top 10. Shea comes in at the number 5 spot. At the number 4 spot, though, is going to be this Galaxy Opal Cedric Maxwell, probably just because of nostalgic factor of using Cedric Maxwell last year. And this card's always just super fun to use in my team for whatever reason, and they also gave him such a good jump shot. I do wish he could play shooting guard, though. He's only a small forward, power forward, 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan. I really wish he had that shooting guard eligibility, but the jump shot is so fast and so knocked down with the O'Shea base, the Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing, and then he also does have that curry escape so he can curry slide. He's got the quick drops off one, he's got the front clutches, just a super fun small forward to use in the game. I do think he's one of my most fun cards to use right now in my team. Now at the number 3 spot is going to be this hero Brian Scalabrine, for one, because he's so good in game. Now that's not what this top 10 is about of who's the best card, but he just plays so well in game and he's so fun to use because of how good he is. Power forward, small forward, 6'9". I just think he's like the perfect card in the game. His stats and his badges are pretty much maxed out, besides a little bit low ball handle and block. Everything else is like above a 95. 98 3 ball, 98 mid-range, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 97 strength, 98 vertical, 98 driving dunk, 97 steal. Like everything's above a 96, 97 besides his block and his ball handle. He's got a total of 25 Hall of Fame badges, amazing on shooting, amazing on defense. You take a look at his animations. He's got the same jump shot as Jonathan Bender, which is a great jump shot on very quick timing. And then he's also got the perfect dribble sigs in the game, the Steve Francis size up, the tray escape, aim behind the back. He's got the quick drops off one, front clutches, and also has perfect defensive tendencies. Like I said, I think Scalabrine is as close as you can probably get to a perfect small forward. That's not like a Chet or a Bull, but coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the Galaxy Opal KPJ, just because of his jump shot being one of my favorites in the game and one of the best jump shots in my team. 6'6" at point guard, and this release is just so knockdown. I mean, I feel like I can never miss with this card. Like if I'm shooting wide open, or even with a little bit of a contest, I feel like you can't miss with KPJ. His jump shot's literally that good. And then he's also got the Fox size up, which I do kind of like a little bit. He's got the curry escape, which we all know is amazing. The curry slide and those sigs are just really nice to move with. And KPJ, just a really fun point guard to use. But then at the number 1 spot is going to be the new Dark Matter Vince Carter, mainly because I am a Raptors fan. I mean, it's Vince Carter. Obviously, he's going to be one of my most fun cards to use in the game. I've been waiting so long for him to get his Dark Matter version, because after that Galaxy Opal, he's so fun to use. Even the Opal card, still to this day, he's a runnable shooting guard. But now that we got this Dark Matter, with updated Hall of Fame badges, his jump shot's now going to be on very quick timing, so it's a little bit faster of a jump shot. And then he also does have that Steve Francis size up, so he moves a little bit better in game. All around, I just find Vince Carter to be one of my most fun cards to use in the game, just because of the 99 driving dunk, 99 vertical. The dunk packages are literally insane. Like him going to the basket, he just pulls off the craziest dunks in game, and I think all around is probably my favorite and most fun card to use right now in the game. But let me know in the comment section down below, like I said at the start of the video, your guys' favorite and most fun cards to use in the game right now, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.